Unscripted.
From the heart.
From the heart.
From the heart.
Real
Real
talk.
talk. Real talk.
Real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the Real Talk. This is a podcast where we talk about real stuff from the heart. Today I have my friend, my brother. He is DOP. You're doing film, you're doing photography, you're doing script writing, the director, and a very wonderful guy. He is very good. Guys, this is Eric Mloyi. Today we're going to talk about something that I think most of us guys, we don't understand in most cases, which is the mind of a woman. Before we start, I want Mr. Mloyi to introduce himself to us, to know who he is and what is he capable of. My brother, welcome to the Real Talk.
Yeah, the real talk. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You ring in the mind of a woman. That one can't get it right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name is Eric. Thank you for show me how. It's an honor and it's a privilege just to share thoughts,
Yes.
opinions for a shape side.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say something now. I believe, from me, my perspective, that women in general are very, very selfish and they're heartless towards themselves. And it's a proof that women cannot support each other. Wanaman, my brother, I believe that women are selfish and heartless. Yes, they are full of love, but when it comes to them as a species that is only the female, they are very, very ruthless to one another. What is your take on that?
My take on that is that if they are what you say they are, then they are powerful. Why am I saying that? When we say women are our mothers. Women. And then a woman will do absolutely everything to see to it that I survive as a child. If ruthless. Anything else and everything else go fast, and then they will say, you know what, understand that. Yes, if it goes to a push, I understand that. So, and then also we need to check the social structure and the economical structure. What is it that makes women to be what they are? So, yeah, I wouldn't generalize it, but in a general term, yes, we face almost the similar things. But there are those who are taught well, who understand, and those who are submissive. And being arrogant, like being submissive, it's a wrong term. I understand that, but
True.
Men and women are not the same and are not equal, and they will never be equal.
Yes.
And I'm not apologetic about that. Understand that it is until men needs to understand, you have to be a man, you have to be masculine. Emotional. And I still concur with those ones who says tigers don't cry. If you cry alone as a man. Then it's all well suited.
Correct. I stand for that. That imagine you facing something, then you cry in front of a woman. Then the woman takes you as a weak person, which is abnormal. But we are human beings at the first place.
Yeah, we are human beings. You are right. But our ancestors, they were not weak. You understand? And that is why they went hunting. You understand? And then it's do or die. It's more of a lion. And then even this elephant, it wouldn't care of the size. You understand? It will go there relentlessly so. And attack fearlessly so.
Yes.
Right. So I guess men, we need to be emotional. We need to be in touch with our feminine side, feminine dick side. So we shouldn't be taught wrong. And we shouldn't be teaching our children wrong.
So your point is, you can't be, weak at some point, because you are an only masculine and you are a man. That means you can't be as weak as a woman. There's a woman in you, remember?
There is no woman in me.
Oh, okay.
That I wouldn't say there's a woman in me. That is why, sorry for the gay, the lesbian. You understand? I don't know nothing about their insight and their feelings. But as far as I'm concerned, you understand that a male, it's made differently. You understand that a male has to be taught differently. That is why whereby a man has to be taken to a place, you understand, and to be taught to be a man, and to say what's and then cut and trailer without any anesthetics and everything. You understand that? To say how would you handle pain? I understand that it's from a traditional point of view, and then even from a Christian point of view. When you look at the Old Testament or you look at the Quran as well, they cut bojwabi, maraba cut under anesthetic.
You know that is very. It's women can argue with that, and women can oppose you so much so from that because of the pain they experiences when they're going to give birth. It's about 3 hours of that pain. That pain that you get is small pain.
Small.
Compared to them, they can fight that. And it's true. 3 hours of that.
Remember, Tibos, when we look at women in terms of physicality, they're not weak. They're the most strongest people ever. Strongest. Okay, hypothetically, or a baby girl, honey, maybe a distance, maybe about 50 meters. I assure you, like like 50 meters. After 50 meters, baby, but a woman will not complain about it. Auto sharper 200 meters or more than that, to and fro. So who's stronger? Go and Alien. We understand.
But is it strength or is it because of she compromises?
It's not a matter of compromising. It's a matter of they are born with what we call endurance. They can endure. As much as like Archebe highly pregnant. How kilograms and then the kilograms. And automatically the mind says, Roger, that it's kilograms, and then didn't say get used to it. So it becomes part of them. So strength is part of them. They go through menstrual cycles, it's pain every month. We understand that. So such a person, or some undermine such a person is very strong. That is why when you look at the good book, it says they are our helper. That is why behind a successful man, there is a woman.
Yeah.
Same applies behind a downfall of a man, there is a woman. Because so powerful, sure, bro.
So Bluey, can these two species, man and female, find a common ground where they can live together without boundaries of, or rules that saying umsadi, umunna? Let's cut away from the point, okay, Kimunna, I'm the head, she's the helper. But can we live in one place without rules and become one and understand each other?
Without rules, it's hard. Remember, Rona are jealous. We understand that. And then if you're saying we are going to live without rules, what are you saying?
No. They're not rules saying, okay, maybe I put it in the wrong way, but let's take these things, I don't know what to call them, that classifies a woman and classifies a man and come to each other as human beings. Not saying certain duties are for men and certain duties are for a woman, but can we live together?
Yeah, absolutely, Tibos. We can, and we can actually achieve more. You understand that? But in fact, there has to be a hierarchy either way. You understand? It's kind of like, take for instance, you go to the army and there is no general. Therefore, there won't be a direction. Or I understand that somebody has to listen to another. Or understand? Or ring, okay, we are going left, we are going right. Or understand? But if we have the equal thing, somebody will say we are going right, tomorrow we are going left. Then what? Well, there has to be a leader. That is why there is a hierarchy. When you look at the church, there is a hierarchy. When you look at the traditional way of living, there is a hierarchy. When you look at Islam, there is also a hierarchy. When you look at the Torah, there is always a hierarchy. With the Torah, unfortunately, it's women, they are on top. Men, badass. Christianity, men, it's on top. And then women are. Or I understand where I'm coming from. Traditionally, therefore, men are on top, and then women are submissive people. You understand? And there is a reason for that. Remember, mutu osmart, outsmart, and plus bonaba ring, which you go to taxing. You understand? We love a mistake. They will be talking, Baba, and then hokatsu hand. But if there is only men, pressure off.
Yeah, now you're coming back to what I'm saying. Men can never talk in a public space and say, hey, but a married man, woman, and I'm proud men with that. Men can not do that. They can only cheat behind and destroy other families. But a woman can go to the stage and say, Jamunga. Whether Jamunga, you're not Tavalona,
but it was, I want to it's hard. Because like so there are women like that. Yes, they are. They are ruthless. They abana nembeza. You understand that? Utlamthola futhi athwele ibhiya so abathi ayazi lenhleke yazi ngizobangena bonke lamadoda. There are women like that. You understand that? It's unfortunately gore you have to go and look what's their background. What they've been through. I understand that. But I wouldn't say hurry, they were born like that. I understand that. Remember, women, they are
yes, yeah.
You know where I'm coming from. And then, but when you start seeing a woman speak like that, you need to go back and say, spend life in your because at the same breath it's she becomes the best of you. I understand that. Even opposite of what you saw. And then that is why today we're having slay queens. We understand that people who bleaches their skin, who are not proud of their skins. Understand that they don't understand who they are. And then, you know, I used to be teased about that. Understand that, but and then same feed is happy. I'll give you an example. I've got a daughter. She's dark. She's beautiful. I remember her coming to me and saying, "And I can go school on some mahoa." And then I said, "Dad, why am I black?" And I asked myself, "Where is she coming from?" Why am I black? I say, why do you say that? And then I understand that. And then sunscreen. So I had to sit her down and say, why is it my baby girl? Let's analyze who you are first and foremost. You are black, and black is beautiful. You see, your dad is black. And why is it that they are saying what they are saying? It's simple. It's a simple fact that they are jealous of you. And then she was like, okay, interesting. First and foremost, you need to understand that you're melanin. And what does it mean to be melanin? That's why they hate a black person that much. Melanin. And melanin means you are spiritual. Melanin means your skin can heal every disease. I understand that, but it's another topic in its own, because now se ba re kene ka dijo and stuff. We are eating all sorts of stuff that we as black people are not supposed to eat that support a melanin skin.
Yeah.
I understand. So when a child does not understand the identity, so now to say no, it's melanin. So imagine all melanin or bleaches in skin so high. Hana information, melanin, how important melanin is. Hana information, how beautiful melanin is. You understand? And then I went even further. Okay. My ancestors, they are from Limpopo. Limpopo is hot, Baba. Kwa isa. You understand? I'm half Sotho, half Changan. Kwa isa de baf. So imagine a white person, watches, ne? And then so they dip their head go bafo, yeah, meats. And then a lady with an afro, they dip their head on the twin. Which hair will dry first?
Us.
Their hair will dry first. Ours means asinka in the skull, so they can cool you up to an hour. Oh, I understand.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we check it. Just how could it seem fella brought? Get about number. How could it seem deep into an Utopana means rot hanyan. They are cooling up your skull. Ne? And when it's hot, rona naturally our skin, this is vitamin E, ne?
D.
D, vitamin D. Maybe the other nutrients did it as. Ne? But as says Kikakoba lesering, cancer. I understand that. And then Ronar Nidi King Sanskrit. These are things that I taught my daughter. So now you look at a child who's not taught all of these things. Ne? They want all of these weaves. They think by wearing all these weaves and they start cutting them. Imagine a katile mashia. When a kata mashia ulimona, ebese bare ukate mashia ebesu droeka pencil ukate diti droeka pe batla rwa hlanya ba rhyme side. Sorry for that. But anyway, these children, they are not taught well. You understand? And then now, because they are not taught, and then imagine what else it's about teaching you how to behave. So that particular person, was ruthless. Obana o mfethu baro owner Pick n Pay. Akai wisaliwa. Yeah, how we Pick n Pay how? We understand. So, hence, we cannot generalize it.
Hear me out. In our homes, Muloi, we live under severe torture. Our girlfriends, because they live from what they hear from the street and they want to apply it in the house. They are weak to take any information. That is not, that cannot be possible to work in my home just because of the influence outside. A woman can come and say to you, yeah, mama buys so. There's no young boy who bleach and skin because of dark. He will embrace that. He will end up saying, no, not. But now the women go outside, lady friends, lady bad trouble. Hey, now is interested. Let me do another thing. There was a time when I was sitting with my wife, my ex-wife, and we had some lunch, and I cooked and I cleaned. Normally, generally, men are not known to do that. Then we asked this couple to come in and we shared the meal. Then after they shared the meal, I took the meal and the plates and I washed them. Women who were in that room that day started being against their husbands, saying, look at the other men, what they're doing. That's weakness for women. They live from what other people are living and they want to apply it in our home.
But it was Otashida pointing blind, fucked up, and that's so true. Unfortunately, this one I cannot escape it. I can say it's hard, bro. Women are weak when it comes to that. You understand that, and it's important. They should cut how they feel and how they think. You understand that they like comparing themselves.
Yes.
Like in Naki Paile, I can only afford
Wow, yeah.
and then because she's seen her friend, you understand, they say, so what I am doing, and then therefore keep pressure for now.
Yes.
You understand, like heart attack for now. You understand, and then to raki afford into you. And then ning seki bitswa kama bitswa, useless so and then that breaks families.
Yes.
We understand that. And then there are also lots of stereotypics as well. They create an side that destroys marriages. You understand? That is why there is a hierarchy. You understand that a woman has to be content. A woman has to know who emikai. You understand where I'm coming from? And then it takes a very smart woman to know that. But a woman who understands I need to submit under this hierarchy. But it has to be discussed. And then men also, we need to be forward about certain things. We need to be forward. And then like also women, they misinterpret us. You understand? And they misinterpret us, and then it's about chaos at the end of the day, misunderstanding, misconceptions about us, about the external forces, they influence certain decisions. Like it's a begin to sense, I understand, and that is why you find, honey, umshini lo washa lo wase omusha. Uyanganisana ngifuna second hand, mara second hand nomshini omusha. Kuyafana. Understand? And then uhlisa ara mara ithi iyafana hani. Ara mara at least liyani nephepha ayimoshekile sizoyibuyisela ewarranty mara singayisa kubaba umkhize lapha ubaba umkhize uyazilungisa. You understand? And uthola imshini onevo sinyaye after another 5 years or so.
10 years, yeah.
We understand? When usalela guarantee and all like 3,000 and then all wa khale all it's 500 rands. Usavile bukai. But I guess it has to do with common sense. You understand that? And then be happy about where they are.
You did, but you did. But happiness for women is something from another planet. Because I was talking to another guy. This guy was saying to me, he provides everything for the woman. But the only thing that this woman fights for is for this guy to always be next to her. And of which the guy is working. Sometimes he wants to go and do his business. Sometimes he wants to meet some guys and come home. But the woman, she has got all these things. But the only thing that she complains about, this guy, even if I go to hankatleli. So can we come to a place where you can satisfy a woman?
Never. I remember I said earlier on, women, they're emotional beings. You understand? They will cry about something. Hi, baby, this, angfuna this. Oh, baby, wangazang. Oh, baby, wuphi. Maybe it's a mail like ya go Soweto. You shoot. Baby, wuphi. Soweto. Unobani mara indirect abali butsu tshwana le rona ke rona futhi bana lo exaggerate ha ke mo phone la ngwana batho ngire baby wuphi. And that's another stereotypic by the way. Umsadi umutse ya khandlo hani ukuphi. Ebesana khamero wena dia ubuyela jealous. And then we suffer from
the safe point. I mean,
a safe point. You understand? And then every man suffer from that. You understand? And then ebese bayijige sungari kwena ohlanya. You understand? And then ile hore ke yena o tliseng bohlanya bo. You understand? Ebese umutse so okay, maybe let me so amfonela. Uhamba kuphi? Ananura bona. Uyabona manje so yang controller manje. You understand? We be from a very good place. Hore what's saying? O tlamele ki since asa le 30 minutes away ere ke o bona mzala ka raso antlhakansetseng yo ka speed ke khono wa bona. And then now you have to solve that. Then now you say okay fine, I cannot bua, I cannot tlhola ke bua ke mutsro ko kai o etsa eng. Then it becomes a problem of you. Yeah, on putsisa on rat.
Yeah. You don't even call me.
Yeah, like why jiga like and then like serious maravela ke mo phone le wena so nahana jo vela ngimfonele ne. So libes. And remember they don't forget and by rat find. Ke bonqondo but there is why ke say but basidim. So when dealing with a woman it's a tricky situation. Because now the emotions are gonna be. And remember, you cannot argue with a woman and win.
There's no way. There's no way. That one never.
You can't. And the reason why is that so. It's because, remember, kids say women, they can multitask. So, and then multitasking, when I was multitasking, it's a fridge, it's a kitchen, mole. Mara, one kito, it's a wrong. Not with the woman.
Not with the women. That's true.
Perfect. So now you need to know and you need to be smart enough to be able to deal with this beautiful creature to say, hey, Rafo, I'm girl. And this is how things are supposed to be. Rules, like you were saying, can we live without rules? This is how I want us to be. I want us to live like this. Contentment. How go fast. And then if I go reka, rata, di Mercedes Benz, unyaka uvaka the latest, unyaka udula in a glass house. Girl, I saw muntu wami. Ngizondlulela phambili kulaba aba-understanda i-vision yala ekhaya kaDlamini or kaMthiyane or eGasimangmang. You understand that? And then it goes back to you as a man. Are you that kind of a leader now? No. Then once you have identified according to a certain rule, you understand? And then if they don't deviate from that rule, then because there are rules, there are boundaries, you understand? And then being as leaders, it does not mean disrespect. No, it doesn't mean that. It means we are running towards a common goal. Sometimes, yes, the decisions as a man you're not going to like. Let's say I am a captain, Pratibos. I don't want to take much time. I'm a captain, I'm driving a ship. And there is a heavy storm, like it's heavy. And then I need to make a decision whether we are going through the storm or not going through the storm. And if I am saying, oh, my soldiers, we are going through the storm, are they going to dispute what I'm saying?
No. They follow.
Whether Rashwa, Rapila, we are going there. And then, for some weird reason, Tibos, women love a leader. Real women loves a leader. Hypothetically so, your woman comes to you and say, Tibo, what do you think? And you repeat the same question, what do you think? Do you think your woman will be happy with you? Why?
No, they want your input to say, yeah, but this and that I don't like. Yeah.
They want your directions over and above. I want to say, are you a man enough to give me directions to say we are going there? I understand. And they know, you know what? Moki protected. I'm Zala, I'm Zala Kimzala. And believe me, you will be successful.
As we're about to close, I wanted to ask the last question. And this one, I think it's going to be tricky also.
Okay. We are used to tricky questions. No?
More especially when it comes to women.
Yeah.
The ladies, we love you. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. We love you. We're not crashing. We're not, saying bad things about you. We're just talking out of general knowledge. They saying women has got the influence and power over a man. That some of the decisions that men takes today or do in their homes and in their workplaces were influenced at some point by women to deviate from their calling and program. For instance, another guy would say, I wanted to buy a black car, but this woman was so adamant and pushed me to buy a white car. There are things that women, even if you are head in the house, but they can influence your decision to come to whatever the decision they want. Is it true or not?
It's true. It's true, my brother, and then we cannot run away from it. But it goes back to you as a man. You understand? That is why it is important. I spoke about a man being masculine. And I spoke about a woman being
Emotional.
Emotional, yes. I understand. Feminine. And you should differentiate the two. And then would you observe handle? I understand. So, yes, lots of decisions are influenced by a woman. I understand. For example, our span. Also spanning, so you go lower class span or bump. And then media how I go company itseng o tseba sebusiso le semangmang a fihla bue le sebusiso and then dilo di etsane o nagana go etsagetse.
No. That is
They're able to influence decisions. We influence the decision as sebusiso.
Okay, yes.
Wena ba bypass but ba na le qualification o go phala wena. Wa so a decision has been made.
So you agree that women has got power over us?
I wouldn't say they've got power over us. You understand? They've got power over weak men.
Look, the women, I'm not saying, I'm not standing with them, but what I'm saying is,
they don't have power over us. We allow them to have power over us. You understand?
Let me.
One thing. What makes a man when I know this is controversial. A man as Nankan is not a man. What makes a man Nkan?
But sometimes in Ghana, you're blind.
How so, Tibus?
Okay. There are decisions when a man that a woman. Remember, men make decisions with not calculated steps. It's a fact.
Men
make decisions without thinking.
Men.
Most of them. Let me tell you, most of men, they have influence of anger like lions. The influence of the stubbornness of, I am a man. This has to be go my way. But women, everything that you say or you want to do, they have to calculate. They can sit you down and say, did you see that blind spot? Did you see that? Do you agree or not?
Thibaut, when I began to speak, I even gave you an example as a typical example where we're coming from. And I also said women are strong. Or understand that. But ultimately, they will give you directions to say, let us do this, let us do that. Or understand that. So, these are advices. Or understand that. So, if it's a bad advice, therefore, and then to qualify my statement, it makes you a weak man. But if you take a good advice from a woman, it means you're a strong man. So, in a nutshell, we are a team. So, hence, my comment, they are part of us. For what is worth, I remember when my mother passed. You know? I was broken. When my father passed, but not as much as my mother. I understand. So, yes, these people are very smart. I understand. That is why when you look at through the good book, it says they are our helper. And then if you are that particular person who goes to church, you read, I think it's Genesis chapter 2, where it speaks about, let us create a suitable partner for this person. You understand? A helper. So we just need to look at these synonyms very carefully. To say a helper is not somebody who's weak. It's somebody who's stronger, actually. So if I'm heavy, I'm this nice cap of mine, it's heavy. And then madam, and then atla one ayinka ebesa ya ko tlhogong yaka. Ke mang o stronger ko nna le. She helped me. I understand that. So I asked myself, why would they give a woman a name similar to God? So I do not leave you alone, but I leave you with a helper. I might be scripturally incorrect. I understand. But I am just looking at the synonym helper. It means it's a very powerful person. Understand? So we should not take them light. And we are given responsibility to make decisions, understand, as men. But we are also given responsibility to love them. You cannot love something and not listen to it.
No, definitely not.
Right, Wala. So you've got a responsibility to be responsible.
True.
And to be responsible with the beautiful gift that you've been given. You understand? But and then also to be able to also set boundaries, like as we spoke, you understand, to successfully run your empire or your woman. You understand? If you ever get doctor, get lawyer, you know, but feel a position, and I remember, Lagos Kolonko, Kiki body number 1, Runarso number 40 something, 30 something, Bonakibo number 2, number 3. It means they are smart. So if you or Badimba or whatsoever, but feel that woman or the king, the atmosphere breathe nicely on you, your farm side or sharp, take care of that woman. Once an Apache needs to understand already. You are the head. Sharp, bro.
So thank you very much for having this wonderful time together, but we're going to close it in this manner. That means men are physical, women are emotional, and men cannot live without women, women cannot live without men. And they are our helper. And all the rules that we make as men should not only be selfish, but also to understand that these are physical human beings who has got their own rights. Thank you very much. That was the real talk. Yes, from the heart we spoke with my brother, Eric Moloi. Oh, you can close, my brother.
Cancer ngofu mngani kwateli opinions tamina teto, but if we decide to live together and everything else shall be fine, shall be well, if we listen to each other, and there is no wrong, there is no right. Mariting wrong, right, so that we need to know. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to us, and then I hope you guys will subscribe over there and very thumbs up. And the comments below and say, okay, it's wrong last.
Yes.
Yeah, but now we will entertain whatever comment. Thank you so much. Thank you, Proteus.
Thank you very much, my brother. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
Real Talk